Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Panthers are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Falcons team that wants to keep the running game in check.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line with the Atlanta Falcons. On first down, Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. David Irving in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, 220, 20. On. Check. Let's go. Hey, switch. Right here. Slam.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Halfback sent in motion. From midfield now, here's Ryan. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
20, 20. Let's go. 58.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Get up.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. First carry for Jonathan Stewart. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Newton now to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Now Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. A first half update now from Philadelphia. The Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Coleman, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down. Here's an option right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Here's Coleman. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Newton on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Check 50, check 50. Hey! Motion.
To throw on second down is Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Come on now. We got three, fellas. We got three. Check. Motion.
On third down, Newton gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Fresh set of downs here.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. You're set. Come on now.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Set. 180.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. There he goes inside the 30. There goes Jonathan Stewart. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. And all the defense has it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. Coleman now. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's it, baby.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Check 26, check 26. Ohio, here we go. Flex round, flex round. Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Reynolds out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight, double tight. Got 25.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
The penalty really backs up the offense here on 1st down. Now 20 yards to go.
3 down. Here we go. Flex round. Ohio. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, let's go. Hey, Tuesday. There we go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Easy work. It's coming again. Single. I got 11. Check. Kill. Put whip.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's get it. Strong left. I'm scared. Come on, let's go.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. This is Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. Newton on first down. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he is knocked down from the side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Second down, they run with Stewart. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other. And, yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
To throw on third down. Newton looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Gabriel, the man in motion.
20.
On second down, here's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go.
Now they send a running back in motion right. First and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Keenan Reynolds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna, and it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And on 2nd and 10 now. throwing again. Newton under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. The tight end Olsen in motion. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And now Ryan not happy about either their formation or the play call. Whatever the case, he's going to call a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On first down, Reynolds. He can't get him down. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Gabriel, the man in motion. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways around the 37. They go back to Stewart on first. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The tight end, Olsen, in motion. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's the rookie, Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. The Broncos have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They fake the give. Newton steps away to his left. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go! Ohio!
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Back to throw. Reynolds. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. This call down near the goal line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
They went for broke on 3rd down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on 4th down?
So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Panthers coming out now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Newton. Airing it out for Olsen. It got his man complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Come on now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
He's side right here. He's side on the right. Side on the right. Set. Do something. We got 3.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And tough starting field position here. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2nd down following the run.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Ready? Hey, let's go. Got two.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Check. You ready? 53 spike. Check. 53 spike. 51. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Ryan. A quick hitter complete. It's Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action. Newton. Buying time to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And here now come the Falcons. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
Gun! Four down. Check. Ready. 54, ready. Sit on that.
They begin the drive with Coleman. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
There we go. Got it. 4 down. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd down and 4.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Hey. We got 4. We got 4 down.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Ready.
They'll toss it to Coleman. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Well, now they'll try the end around. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This fielded at the 2. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
On the ball.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Newton gives off to Stewart. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 3rd down now following the run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing is Newton. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
We got it.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reynolds. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Needed 13, they got 14 on 3rd down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone.
Here we go.
On first down, they go option to the right. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Double tight, double tight. Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Come on, let's go. Check.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Following the penalty, it's Hill. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game,